So first and foremost, I'd like to welcome everybody to today's presentation. My name is Sean Kozak. I'm one of the co-founders at Arc AI, and this is a webinar on automated strategies. We're going to be talking about one of our most profitable trading systems called the VABO. And the reason I get excited about this presentation is because there's a lot of strategies that exist in this business. There's a lot of indicators, there's a lot of algorithms, but very few can say that they are in the top 5% of strategies that are performing on a day in and day out basis. We are privileged to be able to produce a lot of trading systems. We have clients that range from retail traders, we have family offices, we have funds, we have prop traders using our software. And we specialize in automated strategies. That's what we do. We're very known for it. That's what our mandate is. We develop automated systems. But of all the automated strategies that we build and sell, this is one of the most profitable trading systems we've ever built. And we've seen over the past several months more traders making money using this system than anything we've ever built. I can show you the discords. I'm going to pull it up here later in the presentation to kind of prove that. You'll see how insane it is. I mean, it's just traders posting trades after trades after trades. And it's because of what we've been able to accomplish with volume profile. Now, how many of you guys are familiar with volume profile? Can you guys type a Y in the chat box if you're familiar with volume profile, or if you've heard of volume strategies before? Maybe you're new and you've probably seen something online. Okay. Well, what we've been able to accomplish with volume profile is essentially incredible. We've been able to freeze volume so that we can predict breakouts before they happen. And it's cutting edge technology. We're very grateful that we were able to develop it. It was not easy, and we accomplished it. And our traders are very glad that we did. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to share with you how to trade it. I'm going to share with you how we're using the automated system. And if you give me an hour of your day, I promise you I can give you a career as a trader using this software. Okay. Now, because of that, I need to cover a quick disclaimer, mainly just due to the fact that we are going to be talking about performance, backtest results, optimization parameters, traders' performances, etc. And I have to just put this in there as a disclaimer. It's required by law. So if you could do me a favor and type a Y in the chat box, I want to make sure that you accept the risks and you understand them, and we're all professionals here. So if you could just type a Y in the chat box, that would be great. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Now, unlike a lot of presenters that you've probably heard before, I kind of do things a little bit differently. I'm not here to go over a bunch of fluff. I don't believe in it. I don't have the time for it. You guys don't either. How many of you guys have been to a webinar and all you hear is the same old, same old? You get tired of it, right? Same old jargon, same old sayings, same old information. Nothing works. Okay. Today, my promise to you is very simple. I'm going to show you how the automated system is producing trades. I'm going to share with you the results and the success and the performance of the strategy. I'm going to show you the pre-built templates that we've built so that you can literally install the software today and trade it tomorrow using the pre-built optimized trading system templates that we've built for you. And basically just teach you what the software is doing, because ultimately you don't have to do anything. It's an automated system that has been optimized to basically trade volume profile breakouts. And the reason this is so unique is that you cannot do this without an algo. It's not something that you could try to do manually. It's not something that anyone else has ever built. We've never been able to see anything or even come remotely close to it. It's the only solution in the industry that does what this does, which is why I think it's going to be unique for you, in that it all boils down to the money. I'm here to help you make as much money as possible in as short of period of time as humanly possible. How many of you guys would like to learn how to make a whackload of cash trading an automated system that has been optimized by our dev teams to work at its best capacity? Give me a yes if that's something that interests you. Okay. So with that being said, I don't know where you've been. It really doesn't matter, because I'm not sitting here trying to teach you a strategy. I'm really not interested in trying to help you overcome your negative patterns and your emotions, because that's a very hard process. We're all wired differently. We're all humans, and individuals have different emotional makeups. So whether you've lost money in the past or you've been struggling as a trader, that's the past. It does not mean that's your future. And the reason I'm saying that is because automated strategies remove you from the equation. And therefore, the only thing I'm here to do today is to give you a new solution, one that is easy to use, one that is extremely profitable, that's been working for a lot of traders, that we can prove and show you that, and basically teach you how we can get you up and running in less than 24 hours. Okay. And the reason I think this is important is because 9 times out of 10, an automated strategy will overperform and outperform a human being. We have the data, we have the users, we have the systems to prove that. I'm not here to tell everybody that you should never be a manual trader. I'm here to tell you that if you are going to be a manual trader, you need to be damn good and you need to be on your game every single day, or it's going to be tough. And automation can solve that problem because it can remove you from the equation 90% of the time and increase the efficiency of how you trade. It can trade for you. It can remove the emotion. It can get you into the trades with better rules, completely mechanical, more systemized approach. And the big one for me is the data. It never really made any sense to me why anybody, grab a cursor here, and laser pointer, okay? It never made any sense to me why anybody right here would ever trade without data. What do I mean by that? Why would anybody want to trade in the industry of the financial markets without having any evidence that what you're doing is destined to make you money? It's a losing battle to do that. And most retail traders have no evidence that the data or the strategy they're trading has an edge. Automation allows you to be able to essentially do that. I can take backtesting and optimization, and I can build the templates and I can build the strategy parameters based off of the conditions of the market. And I know with a very high degree of accuracy that the strategy is optimized to its best performance. That gives me a bigger picture analysis of being able to trade with evidence. I would rather trade a strategy, okay, if I have two scenarios, manual traders over here, automated traders over here, I would rather trade a strategy where I can see the equity curve going like this for the last month versus having no freaking clue what I'd be doing as a manual trader. Because I can promise you, if I show you 100 trades over here with data, and the manual traders don't even log their trades 9 times out of 10, or have a trading plan that's consistently staying the same, or at least they understand how they're managing their money and their entries, how the heck can you run a business and expect to be profitable and consistent on a regular basis if you don't even have the evidence that your business model makes sense? Right? That's just asking for trouble. So we solve this problem. Hence why automation is superior. Now, I'm not biased. I'm just going off of information that has been proven, okay, to work. And that's all I care about. Now, what's unique about our algos is that we're not just selling you a signal. Every other provider in the business that I know of sells you signals. We give you the signals, but we give you the foundation to build your business. What does that mean? If we just sold you a signal, gave you a system, a black box with a buy now here and a sell there, that's great. That might work sometimes. But if you have no way to basically build the money management, the targets, the stops, the filters, the time windows, the blockers, the trend analysis, the range analysis, how you position size your trades, when you want to stop trading versus start trading. If you have no way of completing that assessment, you're a slave to the black box. And there's no good way to put this, but a black box is a dangerous recipe for failure, because the market changes on a regular basis. So we've built a complete redo of the NinjaTrader platform, in that the way that we build our systems is that we have an engine that allows you to be able to optimize and test everything in combination with the system, which is why I have an entire team, and our entire job is to find the best parameters for all of our systems so that we can give the strategies to our traders plug and play, ready to go. You don't need to think. You just need to come in and understand how to turn them on. And we've done all the hard work for you. And we'll teach you how to do it. We have AMAs on that, but right out the gates, we've already done it for you. Okay. So how many of you guys like that? I mean, you came here for a solution, right? If you had to sit there and become a rocket scientist, I'm pretty sure you probably don't want to do that, right? How many of you guys would like to just have something that's working, that's been proven to be successful, where you don't need to reinvent the wheel, and we can just help you get it up and running? Give me a yes if that's something of resonance with you. Is this something that would make sense to you? You know, I want to know where you're at, right? Because if you want to spend the next 2 months trying to figure things out, you could go that route too. I promise you that's not why you're here. Okay. So let's talk about the strategy. Okay. What you're seeing on the lines is the blue lines on the chart is volume, contracting and expanding volume. And this volume will never be the same. Every single minute of every single day, what happened today will be different tomorrow. What happens tomorrow will be different next week. What happened last month will be different next month. Therefore, volume is a dynamic principle, which is why nobody's really any good at it, because it never stays the same. It's always changing. It's like order flow. And what we do with volume is we track the intrabar volume. And then when we see the pattern recognition, when the volume is breaking out, we jump on board and we take the trades. And depending on what's happening, today could be a tight range day. The volume breakouts will be different than a trending day. Our software automatically adapts to that, and you don't have to think. And so this is what's really important, in that the reason this is so powerful is that we're freezing volume in real time as it's happening, so that you can capture the breakouts before they happen, because volume will always lead price. And what ends up taking place is that if you can see that, you can get in before the move happens. And this is very important to understand, is that so many traders are waiting for something to happen versus getting in before it happens. That's how you make the money, is being on the market when it moves versus watching it move without you. Now, we will plot everything. The software is going to do it all for you. You can trade this on any bar type, any time frame. The key here is that it happens a lot. And depending on the time frames that you trade will dictate how many trades you take. And we've got different templates for different markets, etc. You can trade it on stocks, you can trade it on futures, you can trade on Forex, you can trade on crypto. You can trade it for a funding company. If you want to trade it for any of the prop firms, you can do that too. The reason I can tell you that is because we have an on-off switch that allows you to turn it on and off. So that's not a black box, which means the prop firms will let you use these. And when we're looking at the signals, there's two trades. That's it. There's a long trade and there's a short trade. And when the value area breakouts take place, the software will track the dynamic volume in real time. It'll then freeze it, and you will execute the trade as it's happening. And the key here is the dynamic profiling, because static profiles are static. And static profiles are not real time. They are lagging. Everybody can see them, and they're not back testable. If you have a static profile, the value area high, explain this, and I'll draw this on the chart. Okay. If you have a profile, let me grab a cursor here. Okay. Let's say you have a profile. Okay. You have a value area high, you have a value area low. This is the volume, right? Okay. if let's say at 9 o'clock in the morning, your value area high was here and your value area low was there, and then the market trades all day and your value area high and your value area low are right here, that doesn't mean the value area high and the value area low were there all day. This value area could have been shifting down. It could have been moving up. It could have been, right? It could have been dynamic. That's the difference between static and dynamic. That's why you see these move. That's why you see them shifting, because volume is shifting. And if you're not able to basically be in tune with that and catch the breakouts as it's happening, then you're just looking at what everybody else is looking at, which is static data. And there's no edge to static data. We know that because we've tested it. We've proven it. And data tells everything. I promise you this, what's unique about this presentation is this is not my opinion. Everything I say here is based on data that we've been able to validate and verify. So I really don't want you to just believe what I'm saying. I want you to understand what I'm saying is based off logic and proof. And that's a very different between a quant and a salesman. Okay. Now, when you have your stop losses, because volume is dynamic, the algo will automatically update your stop loss and target placement based off how you set the volume and how you set the algo. We've already pre-built the templates, so you don't have to think about this, but we are also going to be having a training session with all of the algo users because we have a lot of traders using the software, and we're going to invite you into a VIP deep dive and teach you how the software is identifying all the movements and the stops and the targets, and basically explain why that would be unique, right? Like instead of having your stop at the point of control or just a fixed number, having it at the other value areas or et cetera. And you can test that. We can prove that it's more profitable to have your stop loss tight or loose. That's the key with data. And this is why the algo does all the work for you, is it'll tell you you should have a tight stop or you should have a loose stop on this market, right? So when you have a long trade, what it's doing is it's waiting for the market to break out of dynamic volume. And when the volume breaks out of dynamic patterns, it's looking for a combination of a strong price breakout with dynamic volume breakouts. You will have volume move and price will not move. You will have price move and volume doesn't move. We need price and volume to break out. That's the key. When price and volume are shifting in a dynamic fashion, the market is getting ready to explode. And that is what you want as a trader. You want the force of the market behind you, or else you're going to get fake out breakouts. You're going to get false moves. This software is designed to freeze the volume on the breakout, so you're not missing the trade. You get in before the move happens. Now, same thing on the short side. You can see that before this signal happened, there was a coiling of the volume. And then price and volume shifted dynamically on the same candle. And that's where you got the pop. That's where you got the breakout. And that's what the strategy is going to do. It's going to break out and it's going to take your trade with you and it's going to take you to the target. Now, I'm going to show you a lot of different results here. These are different templates provided by us, provided by our users, provided by our community. I don't know how much money you're used to making. I don't know what you want to make. Maybe you could put that in your chat box. Like how much money is good for you? Is it $1,000 a day, $500 a day? Is it $20,000 a week? What is it? Like, I don't know what your goals are. Maybe you could put a number in the chat box that would help me understand where you're at in your trading journey. If it's just $150 a day, or if it's $500 a day, or if it's $1,000 a week, whatever your goal is, just put it in the chat box, right? Because what's unique about our software is that you can set your dollar value risk per trade, and you can let the system do its work for you. Now, I don't know if you've made $5,000 in a month, or in less than a month, or if you've taken 45 day trades. This is just one template example. Let me show you some examples of others. Like, these are all templates of our traders. Like, these are taken from our Discords. Like, people are submitting their templates. When I mean this is one of the most profitable systems I have ever seen in this industry, I mean that. I mean that because our users are proving that. And it's price and volume based. I assure you, you are in the right place today. This is one of those webinars where you can go back and you can thank God that you attended. Because when I show you the Discords, you're going to see how active it is compared to all the other systems that we produce. We sell a lot of strategies. None compared to this. And if you ever want the help of our traders, they will gladly communicate with you. They are sharing their templates with the other members. Let me talk about money management. Super, super important. Because the market changes, the trading plan will automatically adapt. The stops and the targets will automatically adapt. And what's important is that your money management is in tune with your trading plan. So what happens is that all you need to do is set your dollar value risk per trade. You want to risk $100, $200, $500. The software will automatically identify the size of your stop loss and your target. And you don't have to think about how many contracts or how many shares or how many lots you're putting on. Because if you have a setup, and this is important, if you have a setup that has a tight stop, your share size will increase, your contract size. If you have a trade where your stop loss is a bit bigger, your position size will drop, but your dollar value risk will stay the same. We can set this up inside the software so you don't even need to think about how much you're sizing on every trade. This is a big barrier for a lot of traders because you're always having to, well, how much do I put on this trade? Calculating the risk, and that's all done automatically for you. Okay. So what I want to do, okay, is I want to go in here and I want to show you some of the templates that we have built for you guys. Okay. So I want to talk a little bit about, there's a couple different templates here, and we've built them on, let's double check here. Yeah. So this one's on the S&P on a 1 minute. This is a scalp. This is a scalp template, and it's high frequency. High frequency means lots of trades, lots and lots and lots of trades. This one's a little bit lower frequency, but very active on the NASDAQ and the YM. So we have an S&P contract template, we have an NQ template, and we have a YM template. Why do we do that? Because we know that some traders trade different markets. They're all on the 1 minute time frame. Could we have done them on the 5 minute and the 15 minute? Absolutely. But the majority of our traders are day traders, and most of them are trading for prop firms, right? So we understand that. So we try to build them to cater to you. How many of you guys are day traders? Just type a yes in the chat box. And how many of you guys are trading for a prop firm, Apex, Top Step, Trade Funder, whatever? Just type a yes and a yes and a yes all across, because I just need to know. So then we've built these templates for you. These are exactly built for you. Okay. Now, I'm going to just go over the YM template for a second. Okay. This has literally been the last 2-3 weeks. Like this is up to yesterday. That was yesterday. It made, I don't know, 1,300. Okay. It's had some pretty big days, right? $2,000 days. You know, $1,500, $1,800 days, $2,000 days. Couple small little days. That's life. That's trading. But the majority is big, right? Big. Okay. And I don't know about you, but did any of you guys do those types of numbers in the last couple of weeks? Are you guys pulling out that much I mean, I've seen a lot of you guys put in that you want to make $1,000 a week in here. Like you could be making $1,000 a day using this. Now, I'm not here to guarantee you're going to make $1 million in the market. That's against the law for me to do that, and I'm not trying to. But I am here to tell you that it's absolutely possible to blow your goals out of the water using something like this, because this is what the software has been doing. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. Okay. Now, this is the NASDAQ. Last 3 weeks. 1, 2, 3 weeks. This was yesterday. Huge day. $3,000 day on the NQ yesterday. That's massive. Okay. That's massive. Okay. But I would say that this is ultimately the bench line, right? About 1,800. I'd probably say about 1,500 is probably a safe mark right here across all of them. Definitely $1,000 a day. $1,000 a day is no problem hitting that. Okay. Now, let's talk about this. This is ultimately the scalp template. This is a lot of trades. We know we have a lot of traders. A lot of traders like to scalp the S&P because they trade large size with it. So let me share with you like the amount of trade activity. Okay, this is the amount of trade activity. And like this can be utilized with regards to, I guess you would say, money management rules, which means that you could set a daily goal or a high watermark goal and hit it and be done with it, right? We have this trading every single trade, right? And the half an hour of the day, you can see that we're blocking lunchtime. This is the morning. This is the afternoon. That's why I love the S&P template. It's consistently hitting all day long. Okay. And so if we go into this, right, if we go into this, like, it's had 2 losing days in the last 4 weeks, right? So I just want to share with you that, like, if you're somebody that wants activity, okay, if you're somebody that wants activity, okay, then you can do that. If you want that, you want to do that, you can do that. Absolutely. Just depends on your objective. If you want a lot of trades, you want a few trades, fair amount of trades, we've built 3 different templates for you to do that. Okay. So when we, we have a lot of traders that submit their templates inside of the Discord. I like to take screenshots of what our students do, because rather than just us do it, I'm a big believer of like our users doing it, right? Because you would be seeing this from a user's perspective. Of course, you're probably thinking, well, sure, Sean, you guys built it. It looks great if you built it. But what about the traders? How well are they doing, right? This is them, right? This is all of them, right? Like still profiting, right? Another VABO profit target, right? What I've never seen an algo hit like this, even in the chop. Great freaking NQ is going parabolic long. I hit target in 10 seconds, right? Up 1,200 for the day on the VABO algo, right? Live trading. Like, let's do another one. Like, look at this. YM kicking it, 500 in profit. 3 charts traded on the MGC today, halfway to being funded in 1 day. Like, the reason I'm saying this, guys, is that we have never seen an algo do this. We've seen a lot of our algos do a lot of great things, but not like this. And I promise you, if you can bring me an algo that can outperform this, I'll buy the other algo for you. I don't think you'll ever do that. I know that. That's a pretty bold statement. If you can bring me an algo that can beat this performance and show that it can beat this performance, I will buy the other algo for you. That's how badly I know that this can change what you're doing. So let me show you something. One of the things that you're going to benefit from, okay, is I'm just going to go down. This is every algo that we release, okay, is we have a chat room for it. We have a whole bunch of different automated systems, because that's what we do. We build systems for traders. And ultimately, the VABO Algo, okay, this is here. I'm just going to scroll down. You're going to see how active this chat room is, okay? We're going to go down here. Just going to keep going. Posting trades. When you see this is a template that a user is posting. This is their templates. When they post this is this trader posting his trades with their template, which you can have. Like, this is something that you'll be able to benefit from. We have a huge community of traders helping traders, especially for the algos, because we have so many traders trading them, like, right? And this isn't me posting this. This is our users posting this. And we're going to keep going. Like, there's a lot of traders trading this system very, very successfully, right? People in there talking about using them on the Apex evals and talking about other. Look at all the templates this trader's posting. This is one of our, we call them ambassadors because they're very active in the community, right? Right. Live trade posts, like people trading live, like, and this is the algos. Like, this is what the automated system is doing. This is not some algo where you buy one trade a day and you hold it for the whole freaking day to hopefully have this big home run trade. No. You will not pass prop firms like that. And anybody that's trying to sell you a system where you get one or two trades a day and it's a huge freaking run, I promise you that is just a snake oil sales pitch, because I'm here to tell you that you will never stay funded that way. You will blow out the accounts with the trailing drawdowns. So our systems are designed for trailing drawdowns. And this is something that you will be able to have. Yes, you can use it with Apex. You can use it with any firm, because we're not selling you a black box. Yeah, it's not a black box system. I'm just going to keep going down because it's just doesn't stop. Right? Like, we're talking a lot of people posting this. A lot of traders posting their trades, right? Look, and that's a nice short right there, right? Huge short, right? Coming in, taking the short on the breakdown, right? What's nice about this is that you let the software do its thing. And if you have questions, you come in and people will respond to you. Take a look at this one, right? Taking profits, right? $2,000 profit on this algo, right? The reason I'm showing you this is because I can only take so many screenshots for a presentation where you guys will get tired of the screenshots. You will have access to this community and you will have access to the Discord, right? And yeah, I mean, I could keep going down, but I think you guys get the point. I mean, I think I'm at like May 26th. We're in June now. Let's just keep going down to June, right? Let's go into it, right? I mean, it just kept going. I mean, it just keeps going. So if you are somebody that wants to, right, to make money and you want a strategy to do that for you, this is the ticket. You don't see a whole lot of red pictures in here. You don't see a lot of people sitting here bitching and complaining that the system's not doing what it's supposed to do. And the reason that is because it's volume based. And volume and price combined can be a very powerful combination. Right? Look today, June took a little heat, but still hit the target. Okay, that was his settings. Look at his templates. MCL 12,000, 8,000, $4,000 profits. Sir Ronald Scott always posts his templates. So if you have a question, reach out to him as a user. He'll definitely hook you up. Right? He's really great for that. So you tell me, how does that sound? Does that sound like something you've been looking for? Something that could be a change for you? How many of you guys found the presentation to be entertaining to some extent, right? Like, it's not a Netflix movie. It's not an all-time bestseller, but my job here is to help you get results. And if I can show you that it's working for a whole lot of other people, then it will work for you. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in and I'm going to just go over the pricing. We have a huge discount. We do these discounts when we do these events because we want to be able to save you guys as much money as possible and give you value. Yes, we do have a guarantee, so you have literally no risk to you. And so you don't have to worry about spending money and then feeling like, oh my God, it didn't work for me, right? So just bear with me as I go through the details and I'll help you, okay? So, and we have a huge event tomorrow, so make sure you get the software today if you're going to come to that. You don't want to miss that. I promise you, it's super, super important that you're there. And thank you. Okay, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your energy and your appreciation and your interest, right? You know, as a trader, we want to see you happy, we want to see you successful, and it means a lot that you're here. So thanks for being here, guys. My team and I are more than happy to help. Jim, can you put the support email in if people have questions? So that way, yeah, make sure everybody's here to help. Great. Excellent, guys. Thank you for being here. Have a fantastic day. And we will see you in the AMA tomorrow for those of you that are coming on board. Have a great one. Bye for now. You can trade stocks and futures and crypto on this. Yes, and Forex. Yes.